My sister mistakenly sent me a voice note intended for our mother, and what I heard about myself made me walk out the next morning with a plan she never saw coming. Have you ever gotten a message that completely shattered your world? One accidental voice memo from my sister wasn't just a mistake, it was a devastating confession that proved my entire family had been betraying me for years. And it all started when I, Anitra, found myself back in my childhood bedroom at 28, surrounded by old swim team trophies and faded posters. Just 6 months earlier, I was thriving. I was a junior designer at Hartman & Associates, a prestigious interior design firm in Chicago. My portfolio was growing, clients were asking for me by name, and I was finally paying off my student loans while still affording my tiny, stylish apartment in Wicker Park. Life felt good, it felt mine. Then, the recession hit the luxury market like a freight train. Our firm lost 3 major accounts in a month, and suddenly, the last hired were the first to go. I remember that rainy Tuesday when my boss, Graham, called me into his office. He praised my work profusely, then handed me a severance package that wouldn't even cover 2 months of Chicago rent. It was a gut punch. After 26 rejected job applications and depleting half my savings, I swallowed my pride and called my parents. They immediately offered their home as a temporary landing pad, promising it would be fun to have me back, especially since my sister, Jenna, and her family were visiting from Boston for the summer. Fun, right? The drive from Chicago to our small Maryland town felt like a 12-hour walk backward in my carefully planned life. Each mile was a concession, a retreat from the future I'd envisioned. When I pulled into the familiar driveway, Mom rushed out before I could even turn off the engine. "Anitra, sweetie, you made it." She hugged me tight, smelling like the same lavender perfume she'd worn my entire life. "Your father's grilling chicken and Jenna and the kids are so excited to see you." Dad just waved casually from the door, as if I'd returned from a weekend trip, not an 8-year absence. As I dragged my suitcase up the front steps, I saw Jenna in the foyer. Her perfect blonde hair fell in waves, not a strand out of place despite the summer humidity. "Well, look what the economy dragged in," she said with a laugh that didn't quite reach her eyes. She pulled me into a stiff hug. "The prodigal designer returns." "Good to see you too, Jen," I replied, forcing a smile. My niece and nephew, Lillian and Mason, bounded down the stairs, their genuine enthusiasm a small, unexpected lift to my heavy heart. That first dinner set the tone for everything that followed. Mom had cooked all my favorite foods, but the conversation revolved entirely around Jenna's booming real estate empire in Boston. "We just closed on a waterfront property last week," she announced, cutting her chicken with precise movements. $1.7 million. Tyler handled the negotiation brilliantly. Her husband, Tyler, smiled modestly, but I saw him straighten his shoulders at the praise. "Nonsense," Dad beamed. "Not every agent could close a deal that size in this market." I pushed my mashed potatoes around my plate. "That's impressive," I managed. "I actually saw some job postings at design firms here in town. Morgan & Wells is looking for someone with commercial experience, which I have from the Riverside Hotel project in Chicago." A strange expression flickered across Jenna's face, so quickly I almost missed it, something like alarm, instantly masked by a bright smile.